father in Boston lived a simple, quiet life. He had spent most of his years working hard, raising his son with love, care, and sacrifice. His entire world once revolved around his little boy, teaching him how to walk, holding his hand on the way to school, and standing proudly at every milestone. As years passed, that little boy grew into a man, got married, and started a new chapter of his life with his wife. One afternoon, the father received a call from his son. His voice was warm and cheerful. "Dad, we'd love for you to come over for dinner tonight." Hearing those words, the father's heart filled with happiness. It had been a while since they had spent a peaceful evening together. He took extra care getting ready, combing his hair neatly, wearing his cleanest shirt, and even picking up a small box of sweets as a token of love. On his way, memories flooded his mind. How he once carried his son on his shoulders through the streets of Boston, how his little boy would wait at the window for him to return from work, and how the house always echoed with laughter when they were together. When he arrived, his son and daughter-in-law welcomed him warmly. The table was beautifully set, the aroma of food filled the air, and they all sat down together. The father felt a deep sense of comfort. It reminded him of the old times when family meals were filled with joy, conversation, and togetherness. He laughed at small jokes, shared little stories, and watched his son, now a man, leading the household. After dinner, when the plates were cleared, his son looked at him with a gentle seriousness. The daughter-in-law sat quietly beside him. "Dad," the son began softly, "we want to share something with you." The father's heart skipped a beat. He nodded, signaling him to continue. His son continued, choosing his words carefully. "You know we love you so much. You've done everything for me, and I'll always be grateful, but life is changing now. We are trying to build our own space, our own life. We really want you to be a part of it, but at the same time, we hope you can understand that we also need our privacy. We just ask you to let us know before you come over, that's all." The room fell silent. The father sat still, his face calm but his heart trembling. He smiled faintly, not wanting to show the storm inside. In that moment, countless memories flashed before him. The nights he stayed awake when his son was sick, the times he skipped meals so his child could eat, the dreams he had built for him. And now, here he was, listening to his son tell him, gently but firmly, that his presence had to be limited. He nodded slowly, forcing a smile. "Of course, my son," he said softly, "I understand." The evening ended with hugs and polite goodbyes, but as the father walked out into the cool Boston night, the city lights blurred before his eyes. His footsteps were heavy, and his heart carried an ache he could not put into words. He realized that the home where he once held his son close, the walls where their laughter once echoed, was no longer his own. On his way back, he thought about life's strange truth. Children grow up, build their own lives, and slowly, parents turn into visitors in the very homes they built with love. He did not blame his son. After all, this was the cycle of life. But deep inside, he carried the silent pain of every parent who gives everything, only to step back quietly when the time comes. That night, lying in his bed alone, he whispered to himself, "Love doesn't end, it just changes. My son has his life now, and I must learn to live with mine." Yet he also prayed that one day his son would truly understand the depth of a parent's heart, the sacrifices made in silence, the love that never asks for space, and the bond that remains unshaken no matter how much time passes.